I cannot believe what I'm about to say, but what you read from the title is not clickbait. Yesterday, somebody dropped an insane Reddit post. The title of the post in r/Genshin Impact is basically my friend's ex-fiance broke up with him because she's obsessed with the anime boys. And I look and I say there's no way this is real. But I saw an insane amount of comments, an insane amount of upvotes, so I had to read it. And it was actually real, guys. This made me feel disgusted, sad for the guy, question reality. Bro, I'm not gonna waste your time. I'm gonna tell you the story. And this video is a message for people who actually glorify fictional characters. So in this story, we have three people. The guy who's the fiance, which is called A, the obsessed girl, which is B, and the narrator, or the one that posted the Reddit post. These three are friends and they play Genshin Impact together. They're all at AR 60, which is the highest level in the game. And they know each other for roughly 5 years. And they made a Discord group chat a few months ago for them to play easily in calls and to discuss the game, help each other with the build. Look, I'm sorry, but if you need help with your character builds at AR 60, there's a problem here. Anyway, B, the girl, loves the anime boys. She got them all C6 R5 triple crowned. She doesn't only spend so much money on them, she also spends a lot of time in building them and making all of their talents, even if they are useless for some anime characters. She just goes ahead and maxes them. And we all know that crowns in Genshin Impact aren't that easy to get, especially if you level up so many characters. She also says that A, the guy, is more of a Diluc, Ayaro, Novelette, Zhongli player, and you can take this information and throw it out the window. We basically don't need it, but it's probably for context, I don't know. So this outsider friend says that I never got any issue with B. She's acting kinda neutral and polite with everyone. Both A and B tend to be introverts. I never really bonded with her though, as our conversations never moved to something more friendship-like and never any deep conversations. So this is basically saying that she doesn't know her a lot on a personal level. They just play Genshin together basically. But a few weeks ago, B started to act more distant with A. They didn't argue before that. She seemed to avoid him at home more and more, to the point where she was barely interacting with him and even returned to her parents. And by the way, she never got along with her parents. So there's a problem here. And she stayed there for roughly 10 days. And her excuse was that she wanted some cozy time. He didn't say anything at first because he wanted her to understand that he respects her needs for space and everything like that, but he was internally worried, and I don't know how he didn't do anything for that, to be honest. But then it got worse. When she was with her parents, she left him on red many times or was cold in her replies. A got a bad feeling and was seriously freaking out, as he tried to communicate with B, ask her if something was going on, if she needed support for anything, reassuring her that he loves her and was there for her. Bro, the problem isn't you. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know, but I think at this point it's obvious that there's something with him, that's something she doesn't like about him. There's a problem between the two. But I understand why he did it. He probably wanted to check and make sure that she has a problem with him, and she just always kinda brushed it off and affirmed nothing was wrong, and A was exaggerating and acting weird. But on the outsider's perspective, which is the narrator, said that I definitely felt something was off, but I didn't want to give him more fear than he already had. I just suggested him to wait and think about a way to get her to communicate about whatever the hell was going on. So this looks like a problem with a couple that there's no way it needs to be public, and there's no way we need to know about it and make a video about it, but oh no. Yesterday in the morning, B was in a rush to get ready to go out with some friends of her. When A woke up, he noticed that she left her laptop open and that she hadn't turned it off. Now look, I do not like when people look at each other's phone and things like that, especially when it's like something private, but in this case, to be honest, he has to do it, guys. So in her files, he found tons of spicy fan arts of the anime boys, like tons of them, and really well organized. On top of that, every boy has his own folder. You might say, okay, that's a lot of simping. She really likes those anime guys, right? That's not the problem. Okay, it's a problem, but that's not the big thing here. So he went through her Discord chats and he then discovered that she liked role-playing. And you know what's role-playing? And she never told him about this, by the way. He never knew this. He was clueless and never aware about it and got indeed very shocked shocked, as she never mentioned it. And in her current roleplay, which apparently was going for a very long time, she was in a relationship with Kazuha while having an affair with Xiao. Bro is having an affair in a fictional affair, that's crazy. He also got a YouTube notification of someone liking a comment she left on a spicy Kazuha audio. You know what I mean. And just to tell you, this relationship was going from high school like for 5 or more years. So what do you expect to happen for this guy? He had a mental breakdown and closed everything. He then called his brother and the narrator and some other people. He told them about everything, sent them the screenshots, and these people described this as insanely crazy. Like, these fan arts were insane. I don't know, we didn't see anything. That's the Reddit post. The worst part is when she came back home and he confronted her about it, she told him that she wanted to keep and carry on with her fantasy relationships with Kazuha and Zhao, and that he was a discomfort and an obstacle. Yes, now this real life dude, the guy that's sacrificing so much time of his mental health and his physical health for you, is an obstacle for you and your Kazuha. She didn't even try to deny it, at least. Well, I mean, she got caught, but this is insane. I'm so shocked I don't know how to react besides supporting my friend and be there for him. Yeah, she's gonna take him. I feel like she needs psychological support, but at the same time, she's detached, calm, and at peace with the situation. Like, it's something normal. She gave him the ring back, just like that. And at this point, I was like, what the fuck did I just read? So the guy was crying a lot, and the girl and her boyfriend, wait. Oh, never mind, she's not taking him, guys. So they were trying to stay with him and try to, you know, make him feel better. So before I go to the comments and talk about them, I wanna say, if this guy is seeing this video, bro, you just dodged the bullet. He might be sad. I hope that he's not sad because he lost her. He might be sad because he wasted 5 years of his life. But hey, it's always an experience. And not gonna lie, you don't need to cry for a piece of shit like that. Now, if we go to the comments, now most of the comments were having a problem with the girl, of course. Somebody said that guy dodged the bullet, that girl belongs to the streets of Liyue, another guy says belongs to Fontaine Sewers. Then it goes deeper, guys. Now somebody said that really sucks for your friend and her obsession seems over the top, but I'm going to actually take devil's advocate here, and they basically shared an experience, and that simping for fictional men made her realize how her real relationship was so bad, and that this was the best decision ever, and that she can live up to her fictional man, and that she had no shame about that. Now, to be honest, I see her point, okay? Seeing what these characters can provide, which I don't know what it is, but seeing what these characters can provide and what her boyfriend can't, makes her realize why she likes them more. But have you heard of communication, my friend? And do you realize that fictional characters are meant to be perfect, especially in games like gacha games? But again, this girl is kind of making a point somewhat, but at the same time it's kind of too much in the same time. But also there is an insane amount of comments. Bro, you dodged the bullet. How is she having a fictional affair? Oh, now you have a problem with that. When I said the same thing about the aventuring girl, some of these people said, but she did some good things. But now when you are faced with what people like this can do, you feel like it's weird. But it's not the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same argument for a less extreme case. In my opinion, this is absolutely insane. You can like a fictional character, but bro, people are getting into an insane level and it's kind of being spreaded. And it's insane to me that some people are okay with people having no problem for their partner to not treat them as a priority. But I mean, exceptions are everywhere. One of the reasons of making this video, like the last video, is to make people realize that they do not need to go that deep with fictional characters. And I also hope to see some support for the guy in the comments. And yeah, that was crazy. And you know what's more crazy? If we hit 10k subscribers. Trust me, it's free. Subscribe now. Anyway, thank you for watching. Peace, boys.